Faithful Financial Movement, and tonight I'm going to educate you on how the government paid my student loans and allowed me to cash flow $75,000. If you are watching this on Facebook Live, please stop in and let me know what city we have you on. Where are you coming in from so I can know how far my voice will go tonight. Thank you, Brand. Hey, Chauncey. What's going on, millionaire? FBA in the building all day, every day. Hey, Miss Carr. All right, guys, so I am going to jump head first, dive right on in because I am a person who likes to start on time, and I also don't want to hold up your evening. So for those of you who just joined, my name is Fee Oliver. I am your one and only faithpreneur. I am also the owner of Faithful Financial Movement. I am getting ready to educate the world on how the government helped me pay off $75,000 in student loans, which left me debt-free. So please grab a pen and paper. You're going to take some copious notes here. I don't want you to miss a step. Hey, Bethany, what's going on, Queen? I do want you guys to make sure that you have a pen and a piece of paper. You may be able to go back and watch and pause or rewind this video. And if you're jumping in on the replay, please hashtag replay in the comments so that way I can be sure to acknowledge you. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to give you 10 steps. So if you want to get ahead of the game, you may want to write down numbers 1 through 10. And I am going to do the best that I can as an educator to give you the 411 on a student loan. So if you can hear me, drop a 1 in the comment and I will shoot the information right now. All right. So the first thing that I do advise is for you to download an app that we call Nerd Wallet. Okay. So I'm going to give you the why behind every step that I give you. So please, for all of you that may not understand, thank you, Ben. For those of you who may not understand why I'm asking you to go in this order, there is a why behind everything. So here's why. The first step is to download an app called Nerd Wallet. Nerd Wallet is a free app that allows you to pull your credit report with no inquiry, okay? You won't get a hard or a soft inquiry. Thank you, Sharonica. You won't get a hard or a soft inquiry on your credit report. And since we're dealing with your student loans, I do need you to download Nerd Wallet. Thank you, Bethany. I appreciate that. Next, you want to go to Google and enter National Student Loan Database, okay? Please type that in as clearly as you hear it. The National Student Loan Database, because you're going to go there to create a free account to pull every loan that you've ever applied for, whether it's showing on your credit report or not. Hey, Megan. So you want to download Nerd Wallet first. Next, you want to go to Google and type in National Student Loan Database, create a free account, and the purpose for that is to pull every loan that may be behind your Social Security number. And I'm going to tell you my story once I'm done educating you on the strategies. Next, you want to write down this phone number. It is to the IRS offset hotline, all right? You may have never heard of this department before with the IRS, but don't worry, they've also never heard of you. So the National Student Loan Database is second. Third is the IRS offset hotline. That number is 1-800-304-3107. I'll repeat it. The IRS hotline is 1-800-304-3107. That is the offset department. For those of you who've never had a tax lien or any type of offset, you are going to get some real news here today, okay? So the offset hotline is a department that contacts you once a lien has been placed on you. And again, I'll give you my story as we go further. So please make sure if you are just jumping on, you let me know where you're coming in from. You also want to make sure that you have a pen and a notepad. You also want to write 1 through 10 on your paper and across the top, how to cash flow your student loans, okay? Next, after we've done Nerd Wallet, we've done the National Student Loan Database. We've created an account for both of those, for Nerd Wallet and National Student Loans. You've contacted the IRS offset department. You want to dial from your number, okay? Please don't be slick and dial from someone else's cell phone. They do have a caller ID, And if that phone number is not registered to you, it will simply say, you are calling from an unknown number. Please hang up and try your call again. So you want to dial the IRS offset hotline, the 1-800-304-3107 directly from your phone that's registered to you. Then you're going to need your tax information from the previous year, your filing status, whether you were head of household, single, married, filing joint, and you want to know the exact dollar amount of your expected refund. Again, I'll give you the why behind this. Just take copious notes and follow me. Next, you want to get back with the person who shared this video with you. So, as you may know, I am a faithful member of a company called Myecon. This is a personal financial success membership. This is a strategy that I'm getting ready to educate you on, which allows you to income shift, that allows you to bring money back into your household from entities and agencies that may be taking them, and you had no idea that this was your legal, ethical, and moral right. Okay, so income shifting is a strategy that we do not learn in school, but it is the rules of the wealthy that there's no longer a secret to. Okay, so you want to join Myecon by getting back with the associate who invited you to this webinar. If I tagged you in this video, that would be me. If you were invited by a Myecon associate, you know who they are. So play by the rules, guys. Get back with the person who invited you. The reason you need the Myecon membership is because we teach strategies. There's nothing to sell, guys. Myecon, we teach strategies over sales. So I'm going to work with you after I give you the steps and tell you how the Myecon membership allows you to do what we call income shifting. Next, once you join the Myecon membership, you want to make sure that you start with our smart credit system. It's called the Smart Money Kit. You want to get that membership, you need a username and a password. The Smart Money Kit is free. It comes with the Myecon membership. It also allows you to repair your own credit. I'm going to repeat that. The Myecon membership allows you to repair your own credit. So if you are a person at this time who's paying someone to fix your credit, you may be able to use this membership for way more than less of the cost that you're paying someone else. It's your credit, so you should be the one repairing it. It's your debt, you should be the one cleaning it up. That's just my personal opinion, okay? So next will be number 6. You are going to access the Smart Money Kit. It will also give you access to a lender called Self Lender, okay? I do have a referral code for Self Lender. I will highly recommend that you use that code so that way you will be able to get a nice discount. There is a membership fee for Self Lender. It is a line of credit, which is a CD account that allows you to take out a line of credit to yourself and pay it back automatic draft. This reports to the credit bureau. So this way, while you're challenging and working on the debt that's negative, you are also creating positive credit history. So again, I'm going to go back over these in the in sequential order. So that was number 6, Self Lender. You will also access this through the Myecon Smart Money Kit. Next, you are going to contact the Department of Education. Here's where we start to get to the meat and potatoes. The Department of Education is where your loans originated from, but in the student loan world, lots of student loans have been sold to Navient. Sallie Mae was bought out, so a lot of the companies are selling your student loan debt to other companies, and you are not aware of who the people are that's calling you. As you go through the Smart Money system, you will find that it is your legal right not to pay the debt if it was sold by a collection agency. That does not, well, sold to a collection agency. It doesn't mean that you don't owe the debt. It simply means that that debt has been sold and it's your obligation to handle it. Whether you remove it by paying it or you dispute the debt, it doesn't mean that you no longer owe. And I'm going to touch back on that. So you're going to contact the Department of Education. Your reasoning for contacting them will be to ask for an application for consolidation. That is the key word here, guys. If you take nothing else away from this webinar, please make sure that you are consolidating your student loans. Stop putting them in forbearance. Stop putting them in deferred status. That's only putting them in a layaway. And when you put them in forbearance, there is a clock that will run out, as well as the clock for deferment. So if you continue to do that, the interest is not going away. So you're going to wake up every day owing somebody, right? So the interest is not cut when it's in deferred status or forbearance. So the key word here is to consolidate. Once you contact the Department of Education, their job is to say, hey, Sally, we can help you out today by giving you a forbearance, or we can let you defer the loan, which means they're taking the money that you owe up front and putting it on the back of the loan. So you are going to owe for the rest of your life. It's like a baby daddy on child support. The kid is never going to get 18. The kid's never going to graduate college. So you are stuck with this debt until infinity unless you consolidate the debt, which is what I did. Next, you want to have the Cashflow Manager. So the Cashflow Manager is also an app that is used in the Myecon membership. When you use the Smart Money Kit and the Cashflow Manager, you are allowed to write off every expense, including the debt of the student loans. So when I tell you how to cash flow and I tell you to income shift, this is what I'm referring to. So number 8 would be the Cashflow Manager. And then number 9 is going to be to consolidate. You want to contact the Department of Student Loan, Department of Education to consolidate your loans. No more forbearance, no more deferment. That's only prolonging your student loan debt. You are going to pay the interest on the loan. A lot of people are saying, hey, Ms. Fee, I was able to write off the interest on my student loans. That is your God-given right, okay? You can write off the interest. Stop educating people, telling them that you're going to remove the student loans from their credit report. Even if you remove the debt, it doesn't mean that you do not owe it, okay? The creditor can actually sue you because you did try to not pay the debt. So all you have to do, guys, is consolidate the debt. I consolidated the first time that you see me holding before you jumped on this webinar said $25,000. So I cash flowed that to a zero balance by consolidating the debt. While I was working on the student loan debt, I also was working on my credit. So this is why we opened the self-lender account. They're going to process your application. They're going to give you an estimate on how much you can pay per month. That is also a tax deduction. So the name of this game is consolidate and earn tax deductions along the way. Everything that I've shared with you thus far is no expense besides you joining Myecon Personal Financial Success Membership, which at this particular moment is on $49.90 to start, but that is also an expense that the government will pay for. So this is how we teach you the income shift. You get signed up with the person who invited you to this webinar. You're going to go to a website called howtoshiftyourincome.com. This is number 10 for those of you who may be keeping notes. Howtoshiftyourincome.com. You are going to watch all 4 videos. Hear me clearly. Don't just watch the first one and find a keyword and then text the person and say, the keyword is this, or I'm all in. And then when they ask you, what is it that you want to get started with, you have no idea. So please do not skip ahead and don't lag behind. And then this information will not confuse you. So if you're just now jumping on, I am going to do a quick recap. My name is Fee Oliver. I am your one and only faithpreneur and the owner of Faithful Financial Movement. I am here tonight to educate you on the process of student loans, how I cash flow $75,000, okay? So this is not a pyramid. Everything in your life is a pyramid, but that's a whole nother training. Next, you are going to go through your paper and write down 1 through 10. The first thing we did was downloading NerdWallet. NerdWallet is an app that you can use on any device, even on computer, smartphone, or Android flip phones. Keep them in your pocket. You can download NerdWallet, and it's going to track your credit, right? They'll send you all these updates. They'll send you information on what you can do to improve your credit. So I asked you to download NerdWallet because I was also a victim of a person who had 21 lines of student loans on my account, but only 17 of them was reporting. 6 of them caused me to get a tax lien for $117,000, which allowed the IRS to come into my fancy checking account and politely take $17,000. So this is how this video was created. I had to solve this mystery on my own. So the government will let you go to school, but they are also the same entity that will penalize you for not knowing the rules of the wealthy. So here you have it. NerdWallet first. Second, National Student Loan Database. Pull all the loans that's been acquired under your Social Security number because you don't want to be a victim of a tax lien, which the government does not have to notify you in the event that you move. You will not get any mail. They do not forward mail for the government or the state or federal entity. So the only way for you to find out is if you get the lien, and it's too late then because they already got your money. Okay. Next, you want to call the IRS offset hotline. This is a department that you should not know about. Okay. If you know about this hotline, you have a lien against you, whether it's for child support, babysitting fraud, food stamps, medical fraud, student loans. The list is impeccable, right? It never ends. So the offset department number is 1-800-304-3107. I'll repeat, the IRS offset hotline is 1-800-304-3107. So while you are doing that, the person who invited you out to this webinar, whether you're on it on a replay or you are watching it live here with me today, get with the person that gave you the information, and you are going to go to a website called howtoshiftyourincome.com. I am part of Myecon, which is a personal financial success membership. We teach a strategy called income shifting, and this is how you're going to cash flow the money off your student loans. Once you get with the Myecon associate, you are going to text them the keyword after watching the video, howtoshiftyourincome.com, and then they're going to get with you to give you access with a username and password. Okay, so once you obtain access to my Myecon membership, you are going to start on the smart money system. It may be called the smart credit system now, but it is still there. You are going to work on your credit. You are going to start in with a module on 750 credit score. You are going to watch all 26 videos. Yes, all 26. It took me 2 days because I was hungry and I had perspective. I wanted to get this debt off of me faster than yesterday. $17,000 is a lot of money to lose at one time when you already on brokelicious and you live in check to check and you still trying to make ends meet. So you want to get access to the Smart Money Kit, and then while you're doing this process, you are going to finish the Smart Money Kit and you will find out about a vendor called Self-Lender. Self-Lender allows you to take out a CD account where you are able to take out a personal line of credit from yourself. I highly recommend you fill out the application. They are going to recommend a percentage that you should pay monthly. That is also a tax deduction, guys. So not only when you get done with that CD, which is a 12-month account, you are going to get all of that money back with interest. So this is not a bill. This is an expense. So this is something that you are going to write off, because here with the personal membership, we show you how to write off everything in your life, okay? Even your pets. Next, you are also going to go and call the Department of Education. This is where your loan started from. In the student loan world, they have sold everything about you to different agencies, collection agencies. The Smart Money Credit Fair Act tells you that you are not obligated to pay a debt once it's sold to a collection agency. However, that does not mean that you do not owe the debt. The creditor can still sue you for the debt, depending on the statute of limitations in your city and state. Also, you want to make sure that if you are disputing the debt, that is really not yours. Fess up, people. We know how to play the game. No, that ain't me. I ain't never lived over there before, but you might be living in that same address when they call you. So don't fake kick it, guys, because people are watching, and then you want to be accountable. If it's your debt, own it, right? It took you a while to get your credit, terrible, and it's going to take a while for you to repair it. Nobody's going to bake a cake and then come out with a 750 credit score. So don't lie. Keep it real. Own your debt, but you are allowed to cash flow the debt, meaning you can write that debt off as an expense and then be at a zero balance. So once you do that with the Department of Education, you're going to get inside of our cash flow manager, because you should be keeping copious notes and record keeping. The cash flow manager allows you to track all your expenses. So you don't have any besides the Smart Money Kit. With the membership, for Myecon, the Smart Money Kit is free. So if you're a person who's paying for your credit to be repaired, cut it. All right. So the cost is impeccable, right? You can get this membership for under $50 today. And the first 5 people that text student debt be gone with student loans debt be gone to me, I am going to override $20 or $25 off your membership. But I'm going to go over that again. So once you get with the Smart Money Kit, you sign up for Self-Lender, you contact the Department of Education. You have access now to my Econ membership where you can get in the cash flow manager. You're going to list your debts. You're also going to write these debts off. These expenses are going to be gone. So you're going to be able to write them off as expenses. And the reason I'm asking you to do it in this order is because once you consolidate the student loans, which is the next step, you are going to get that counted as income, guys. So the lender with the lowest interest rate is who you're going to choose to do the consolidation. So your credit may not be too fine right now, but that is the reason that you're doing the Nerd Wallet and the National Student Loan and the IRS hotline and the smart money or the credit system. So that way you have to show a loss. You also need to make sure that when you get this income, because you're going to get it, they will approve you. The interest rate may be high, but now the government looks at that as income. So if you're only a W-2 employee and you don't have a 1099 to go with it, meaning you don't have a home-based business, you don't have a way to cash flow or write off or income shift any of that debt, the more you make, the more they're going to take in taxes. So I'm teaching you to do the cash flow manager before you do the consolidation, because once you get that business, now you can say, hey, I consolidated my student loans while I was in business. They're going to send you an invoice saying that you paid off this amount of debt. That's taxable income to the government. So you don't want to end up on more than what you started with, because the interest rate is going to either, one, double the amount of your student loans because that lender is taking on your debt. You want to be able to write that off as an expense as a business owner. So for all of you who's second guessing and you're double doubting, I did this already. I've been part of the company since May of 2017. May will be my 3rd year in business. My credit score is at 750 and I am debt free at 39 years old. So it was not easy, but it was definitely worth it. So get on the phone, contact the Department of Education, ask for the consolidation application. No, do not let them tell you want to put it in forbearance. You do not want to defer the loan, because the longer you defer it, the longer it's in forbearance. They run clocks, guys. The clocks will run out. This is like a limited time program that no one's going to tell you about, because that's their job, to upsell you and to keep you coming back. Once you consolidate the application, you're going to get one lender. The credit report will start to show pay as agreed. Now, when I first did the $25,000, my balance went to zero, but my payment amount was $6.18 a month. That is a whole lot better than $400 and some dollars, and I already got other bills to pay, 3 kids to take care of, 3 businesses to run with expenses. So if you are not familiar with the strategy income shifting, and you rolling your neck every time somebody try to give you an opportunity, you talking bad, you being sassy, insubordinate, a little bit arrogant, and just afraid, that's okay. Fear is possible, right? Like, you're human, you're supposed to be afraid. But if you're taught to go on a landfill behind someone, that'll be me. I've already did it, guys. I think I'm pretty transparent. What you see on me in person is the same thing you're going to see right here on Facebook. So I've already did the strategies. You need to become a business owner. Well, let me change that. I highly recommend that you become a business owner. The new tax laws are not set up for only people that have a W-2. So when you see me posting about income shifting or strategies over sales, I did not sell you anything on this webinar. I also did not tell you that you had to build a business. I'm teaching you to attack your own personal debt at your own pace. I told you it was 26 videos and it took me 2 days to watch them. A sister got to sleep, right? You got to eat. So don't be a skeptic all your life. Oh, that's a scam. Your job is a scam. But you've been there for 40 years and you work 40 hours and you're going to retire on 40% of your income, but pensions are no longer working. That is a whole nother training. So again, Nerd Wallet, National Student Loan Database, the IRS Offset Hotline, Myecon membership. You need this, guys. You are going to sign up for this membership. Right now it's $49.90. The next 5 people on this webinar that text student loans debt be gone